Welcome into the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota. I'm Zeke Beam, alongside the head coach of the Charleston Southern Buccaneers, Jamey Chadwell. Charleston Southern falls 27-10 for the first time this season to Gardner Webb on Saturday. We're inside right now, the Trident Medical Center across the street from the Charleston Southern campus. This week's home game, a championship game with Liberty University on the CSU campus, sponsored by Trident Health. So it's a big weekend for Charleston Southern football. Jamey, first let's start with the bad from last weekend. A disappointing loss on the road at Gardner Webb. You didn't really get things going out of the gate with your special teams, made some mistakes early and just couldn't get up off the mat.
Yeah, it was disappointing. Obviously, you put yourself in a great position, and I thought our defense played well. We really couldn't get anything going on offense, had a couple of chances, missed some plays. And then the special teams you mentioned, 2 block punts or 2 turnovers on punts, a kick return, gave up 13 points. Difference in the game, you know. And we'd been getting bounces all year long, and they didn't go our way.
Now, to talk about the good, you're still 10-2 as a football team. You get to play a championship game, a true championship game this Saturday when you play host to Liberty. You're playing for a playoff spot. You get the conference's automatic berth with a win. Huge game for Charleston Southern football.
It is, you know, if I was a betting man, I would never better put ourselves in this position. But our kids have earned that right because of the season they've had, and to be able to do it at home, have a chance at home to play for a title, play for a playoff berth, nothing that's ever, you know, we've never obviously accomplished that in our program. It's tremendous, and thankful that we have the chance to do that.
We mentioned that we were inside Trident Medical Center, right across from the CSU campus, and Trident Health, this weekend's game sponsor. It's a company, a corporate sponsor, a proud partner of CSU athletics that does a lot for this program.
They do. They've been tremendous. Not only you know, financially what they're able to help us do, but providing the medical supplies and things that we need to help our program be successful. They've been tremendous. They've been a champion for us throughout the years, but especially this year, and they allow our programs to be successful.
Let's take a look at last week's highlights. Charleston Southern, Gardner Webb, the Bucs on the road for the final time of the season. 8th road game. I just never in just your wildest dreams would you imagine 8 road games in one season.
No, it's been a long time, you know. But we get off, I thought, to a good start. We force them in a 3rd down and get them off the football field, and so that's what you want. You want our defense to get out there and make some plays, and they did, and forced them into you know, a bad play, and we got a chance. We mess up a punt, you know, they get some hidden yardage there, and then we put ourselves in a 3rd down, makeable 3rd down, and unfortunately for us, they get a tip ball. It seemed like the ball hung in the air forever, and they get an interception, and we're off to a bad start.
Yeah, like you said, 3 and out. Your defense came out, did their job. Here's the 3rd down play. Danny Krogan in the pocket, tipped up and intercepted, and Gardner Webb gets the short field to start. You knew this was going to be a defensive game, and that was not the start you wanted.
No, because you want anybody to have to earn something, you know, and make them go 80-something yards or 90-something yards to earn it. And when you get the ball there on the 15-yard line or whatever it was, you know, they're going to have a likelihood of scoring, and they do. We're down 7-0, and you know, not the start that you wanted.
Juwan Blunt goes in from 8 yards out as Gardner Webb takes a 7-0 lead, a little end around here. Your offense really just kind of sputtered out of the gate. You couldn't get anything sustained on the ground. Windy day, playing on a little bit of a wet field, and just kind of sputtered for the first time on the road.
It did. You know, we got the ball up to the, going back and looking at it, we got the ball to the 50, the plus 40. We had some chances, but we just couldn't make it any farther than that. Some of the things they did, obviously they felt like they thought they were in our huddle. They knew a lot of things that we were doing there, and did a good job scheming us. And then we missed a couple. I think early the touchdown, we had a touchdown to Kevin there. I had a chance to make a play, missed it, and then you go from there.
There you see Gardner Webb adds a field goal. The Bulldogs take a 10-0 lead, but your defense still continuing to harass Gardner Webb. This is, I thought, a very gutty drive, a lot of conversions at Gardner Webb. They pull out all the stops. They go with a flea flicker. Really showed you a lot of different things.
Yeah, they had a good drive here. This was their one drive that they had that they went 90-something, I think 80-something yards on to get a touchdown to go up 17-0, and you know, good drive for them. I think it's our only drive our defense gave up. And then unfortunately for us, we get a bad snap here, and you know, and just I can't say you know, our special teams have been solid all year. They've not beat us all year, but we just didn't play well, you know, in special teams. And you put our defense in a bad situation. Our defense rises up, holds them to a field goal, which is good. But they're up 20-0 going into half, you know, and not a position that we've been in. And I think our guys on offense, especially our quarterbacks, got a little flustered because of some of the situations that they were dealt, and we didn't handle it the right way.
At the same time, you felt like at halftime, if you'd come out, make a play, make it a 13-point football game, get a touchdown up on the board, you could get right back in it. You could get some momentum going.
Yeah, and I think, you know, football's a game of momentum. If we got something good happen, that we felt like, all right, guys, we got over the hump, we've survived, which we've done all year. And fortunately for us, we do get something good to happen to come out of the break. But then they capitalize on it with some momentum after that. So just a tough overall game.
Your score at halftime: Gardner Webb 20, Charleston Southern nothing. You're watching the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota.
Generously appointed, jaw-dropping value, limited number available. Discover it at Hendrick Toyota of North Charleston. Introducing the Hendrick Limited Edition Toyota Camry. Leather, custom alloy wheels, powerful and efficient, 35 mpgs, automatic transmission, 10 airbags, display audio with 6 speakers, and all for $19,990. Plus, double up with 4 years maintenance and receive Hendrick's nationwide lifetime warranty included. The Hendrick Limited Edition Toyota Camry. Race into Hendrick Toyota of North Charleston.
Welcome back to the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota. This week's game sponsor, where we are right now, we're inside Trident Medical Center across the street from the CSU campus as we celebrate our partnership with Trident Health. And they're this week's game sponsor for Charleston Southern and Liberty, played at Buccaneer Field on Saturday. 11 a.m. kickoff. Jamie, breakfast with the Bucs. We touched on the championship game a minute ago, but again, just should be a tremendous atmosphere. It's been a totally changed atmosphere at CSU this season, and hopefully it'll culminate with a championship Saturday.
Yeah, hopefully. Our crowds have been great. The environment's been outstanding. We're obviously undefeated at home, and we expect a great crowd. We expect a tremendous team coming down Liberty. They're playing for a championship as well, so it should be a great college football game early. So arrive early, have breakfast with us, and be loud and support us.
Halftime at Gardner Webb, first time you'd been in a really tough spot. You know, you got momentum. You trailed at the Citadel, but you got momentum just before the half with a touchdown. First time you really didn't have any momentum going into the break this season. How'd you address your team with that?
Well, you know, I was more disappointed just the way we came out. I felt like that they brought some intensity and we didn't match it. So we really challenged our guys about coming out and making a play, bringing our intensity, the passion that we played with all year. And that was the message. You know, I didn't think it was anything we were doing. It's just how we weren't approaching it. Their focus, we didn't have the same, and so that was the message.
To the second half we go. Charleston Southern trailing Gardner Webb 20-0 at the half. CSU gets the football to open up, and you get that break right out of the gate as Gardner Webb kicks it out of bounds.
Yeah, we get the ball at the 35, so you're in good field position. We get a nice play starting off. A little tip pass, but we're down here. We're in good field position, try to make something happen, and put ourselves in a 2nd and 5. So you're feeling good about what's going on, and then. We have a mistake that just kills us. Our center just snaps it when he's not supposed to. We're not ready for it, and when you're behind, you can't have bad plays like that. And unfortunately, we did. Defense, we punt it down. We get them inside the 5. Our defense has got them backed up, so we feel like we're in a great position. You see Elijah Lee, who's had a great year, make a great pick right here, return it for a pick 6, and there's the momentum we needed. We wanted to score. We needed to do something. So now we're 20-7. You're feeling good about it, and then we get a poor kick from our kickoff team. And then we just make a mistake there. One guy's supposed to fold, he doesn't do it, and we have some guys that just aren't where they're supposed to be. And for us, unfortunately, it felt like that really broke, our back there. You felt like you got back in as bad as you played, and then they get that, they go back up 20 points.
Yeah, that makes it 27-7. You try to climb back in it later, just looking for anything, another swing of momentum, but didn't get that second key turnover that you needed, and didn't get that quick touchdown. To sort of turn things back in your direction and give yourself a shot in the fourth quarter?
No, our defense got a pick right here from Troy. We're able to drive it down and get a field goal out of it, but you're down, at that time 27-10. You can see thrown here to Nathan Prater, tight end. And so we're there, you're down, 17. We couldn't get it in, and you're hoping maybe you'll catch another break here, and we just couldn't, unfortunately, couldn't make enough through the passing game, make enough plays when we needed to. Had some chances, and our defense, really shut them down there in the second half, but wasn't our day.
Yeah, it wasn't. 27-10 as CSU, 3rd down and goal there for Krogh, and the Buccaneers have to settle for a field goal to cut the lead to 17. Fourth quarter, again, couldn't get anything going, couldn't get any momentum going. Your guys still fought hard, but again, like you said, the breaks just didn't fall your way. 10-2 now, though, on the season. You get to wipe the slate clean, and again, we talked about that championship game on Saturday. Got to put the Gardner Webb game behind you first.
We do, and I think there were some guys after the game. I think there was some, sad feelings, a little
frustration.
Probably more so just how did that happen. But sometimes you need to go backwards, step backwards, and take 2 steps forward. Sometimes you think you're better than what you are, and you forget why you got there. And hopefully we'll learn from that. And I know we have this so far this week, and we'll come out and play really well. That's not going to guarantee we'll win, but I think you'll see us play at a high level Saturday and play with the intensity and passion that we've done all year long.
He said a step forward, and what a big step forward Saturday would be for the Charleston Southern Buccaneers. Charleston Southern Liberty, winner gets a share of the Big South title. Charleston Southern, with a win, heads to the FCS playoffs for the first time. We'll be right back on the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota.
Generously appointed. Jaw-dropping value. Limited number available. Discover it at Hendrick Toyota of North Charleston. Introducing the Hendrick Limited Edition Toyota Camry. Leather, custom alloy wheels. Powerful and efficient. 35 mpgs. Automatic transmission. 10 airbags. Display audio with 6 speakers. And all for $19,990. Plus, double up with 4 years maintenance and receive Hendrick's nationwide lifetime warranty included. The Hendrick Limited Edition Toyota Camry. Race into Hendrick Toyota of North Charleston.
Welcome back to the Jamey Chadwell Show, sponsored by Hendrick Toyota. We're across the street from the CSU campus at Trident Medical Center. This week's home game with Liberty, championship game with Liberty, sponsored by Trident Health, Charleston Southern, and Trident Health. Enjoy a proud partnership between the university and Trident Health. And Jamey, it all comes down to one game. It's exactly what you want when you're a college football coach. 11 a.m. kick Saturday, Charleston Southern Liberty at Buccaneer Field. Championship game. That's all there is to it. Winner gets a big share of the Big South title. You get to make your first appearance in the FCS playoffs with a win. How have you addressed things differently with the fact that this is an actual championship game on Saturday?
Well, we've obviously, kids know that, so we've talked about it. You win, you're in. You win a championship. But we've really more so tried to talk about not what happens if you win the game, but what we need to do to play well, play our best, and to beat a good Liberty team. That's been our focus all week. Because kids are kids. They're going to look at the championship ring and the playoffs, and that's something that they obviously we all want. But I think as a young team, we got to give them something to focus on, and we've really been trying to focus on Liberty because they're a great football team. They won 5 of their last 6, and a close loss to Coastal. If they beat Coastal, obviously they'd be in the driver's seat. So they're a great team, and we've really been focusing on them and what we have to do to play our very best Saturday.
X's and O's, when you take a step back and look at this Liberty team, they're a very balanced football team. Offensively especially, they run it for almost 200 yards a game, pass for about 230, 240. Their offense is very balanced, and that'll be something you haven't seen a whole lot of.
Yeah, that you mentioned, hit it around the head there. They're really good offensively. They're going to try to pound us up front. They're big and physical, but they're good enough to throw the football, where some teams we've played here recently have been one-dimensional. They're not, and they've won the championship, I guess, 6 out of the last 7 years. So this moment's not going to be too big for them. And so we've got to do a great job of stopping them, forcing them, hopefully take the run away, force them to try to pass. That's what we're good at. And then we've got to do a good job scoring some points, especially when we get down, on plus 50. We got to make sure we continue drives and not kick field goals and get touchdowns.
When you took this job in January, in your wildest dreams, did you, A, ever imagine you'd be in this situation heading into the last weekend in November? And 2, had you been given it at that point, would you have taken it?
No and yes. Obviously, if you're taking a job, you feel like there's some work to be done, and there is. The kids have been tremendous. You got to give them the credit for buying into each other, really. And if somebody said, "Hey, you're going to play for one game for all the marbles," you just signed up for that right now. Said, "Hey, yeah, we'll do it," and it's worked out that way. And it's something that as you play college football, as you coach college football, you want that one opportunity, and we have a chance to do it in front of a home crowd for obviously a championship, but a playoff bid. And if that doesn't excite you, if that not get you motivated, and all the hard work you've put in is culminating in one game, it's going to be a special day.
Jamey, good luck on Saturday.
Appreciate you.
Charleston Southern head coach Jamey Chadwell. It all comes down to one game. Charleston Southern for a Big South title and a playoff spot. On Saturday, the Bucs host Liberty, 11 a.m. kick from Buccaneer Field. I want to say a special thanks to our host today, Trident Health, for having us here at Trident Medical Center and for their proud partnership with Charleston Southern University. For Jamey Chadwell, I'm Zeke Beam. We'll see you next time on the Jamey Chadwell Show.